people. You're welcome to Tony Cloud Gunning TV, and of course, here, people, yeah. Don't mind me, I'm gonna be doing lots of videos, random videos on, you know, in random places because my vacation starts, so, it's gonna be in random locations, you can see him actually waiting for my flight, and lots of people in the boarding area. And look at that plane, Finnair. Oh my days. See ya, people. Yeah. Apart from all this razzmatazz going on, yeah. I mean, I just want to have a heart-to-heart talk with you, my viewers, you, my my people, you, my Arsenal fans. I mean, let's have let's have a holistic discussion about what's really going on. I mean, ill equip, yeah, released, a report, saying that Gyokeres, you know, is in negotiations with Arsenal for his personal contract, and that Arsenal is currently having talks with Sporting Lisbon. But Fabrizio Romano has also come out to also rubbish those same reports. And I mean, right now it's now a game of cat and mouse. It's now something, it's not something so ridiculous. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous what's going on. And that takes me to the big question that I'm asking on this stream. Is Arsenal really serious? I mean, are we serious with this Gyokeres talks or with this striker search? Is Arsenal really serious? I mean, and again, I want to hear from you guys. I want you guys to just, I mean, because I want this to be a very very interactive kind of like discourse towards this striker issue. I mean, Arsenal have to first admit that there's a problem with how they do business. I mean, that should be the first thing that they should admit first, because the striker search isn't going anywhere. All these are just talks. Even me, I post this. I mean, I post this report. I mean, you guys know I do a little bit of journalism here and there. Yeah, I mean, on my social media, mostly on TikTok, Instagram, and mostly Facebook anyway these days, and even on my YouTube channel too. With my shorts, but most of those posts are reports. Definitely, these are genuine reports. But again, even me, I highly doubt most of these reports that we get. I believe when it comes to Arsenal, we're so tricky, we're so dicey. We haggle a lot. We pretend a lot. We, I mean, we just dilly dally about. We're looking for cheap deals, and I think this is the bigger problem with Arsenal. Yeah, when they go to a particular football club, they don't just. Big ups to William Holmes. I mean, big ups to you. He says, as usual, Arsenal is doing the bare minimum to make up for. The club isn't serious about winning. I mean, this is serious. Big ups to you, William Holmes, Josh Truguna. See, yeah, people, yeah, me and Josh, my friend, my brother, Josh Truguna. I mean, subscribe to his channel, people. Great guy. Me and him have a great flagship show running on both our channels. But I mean, after the season, we just broke down. I mean, we didn't really come together to do any of those shows because, I mean, Arsenal is just messing up. Arsenal is just messing up. So, I mean, the will to even do the shows after the season ended, I mean, it wasn't just really there. So, but me and Josh will be back when I come back from travels, when I come back from my 1 month vacation. I mean, look at that one world flight. Just look at it. See, people, me and Josh will be back. That should be at the start of August, just before the new season starts up. So, I mean, we're gonna totally revamp our show, and we'll be doing Champions League watch-alongs and Premiership watch-alongs too. So, me and Josh will be doing it. I mean, it will be a takeover definitely. I mean, you guys know I have big chemistry with Josh Truegunner. So, big ups to him. It says we will run the show very soon, man. I've missed it. Yeah, sure, brother. He also says, have a nice vacation, man. Yeah, thanks, brother. I mean, after everything Arsenal has put us through, Boxai Shaku, my brother. He says, hi, Tony. Big up, my brother. Yeah, man. Big ups to you, my G. How you doing, man? Hope you're okay. See, people, yeah. I mean, Boxy Shaku, can you see? No, I mean, do you like the signings we've brought in? Where is our striker? I mean, Boxer, because most of the time, yeah, that you pop into the show, I mean, you always is positive, and that was how I was when I started, this YouTube thing. But Arsenal have really made me a very toxic person, mostly in my shows. I try to be a balanced person because naturally I'm a very fair person, mostly when when doing shows, even in write-ups or if I'm doing normal journalism. I try to be a very fair person. But right now, there is nothing, to be very sincere with you, there's totally, absolutely nothing that Arsenal fans should be joyous about. There's totally nothing that will make Arsenal fans be enthusiastic about this market. I mean, in a priority area like the striking position, I mean, we all we all knew what happened last season. We all knew that this was the place that needed strengthening. So that is the number one position you expect Arsenal to deal with. That's the number one position you expect Arsenal to do a signing on. I mean, yesterday I had a big argument on my channel with, of course, our brother, Oregon Gunner, about Kepa coming in and him being our number one signing. I mean, I went head to head with him because I do feel like the goalkeeping position is also a position that needs competition. Number one, we have a Golden Glove winner. I mean, I really do understand that, but again, we also do need a backup there. So I didn't really have a problem with Kepa coming in as our first signing, but I do have a problem with the position with which Arsenal have brought in Kepa. Kepa should have been the last signing we do this summer because there are bigger priority areas in that team. The striking position is the number one default area. Arsenal doesn't have a potent number nine, and that lives. I mean that lives us to dry in it in this situation. So with all these reports, okay, Boxer Ishaku says something here. He says, not at all, Tony. He also says, I've been waiting. Let me get, because I want this to be a very interactive show with you guys. So, I'll be reading your comments. And it says, I've been waiting, thinking they do something fast in the market, but nothing, bro. It's totally demoralized. Oh my days. Epic takedown from Boxer Shaku. I mean, the Boxer, this is the situation we're in. They are not willing to take responsibility. I mean, when you come second thrice in a row. I mean, something should register in your, in your oblongata, yeah, that there's something systematically wrong. I mean, we could blame the manager, you know, I mean, 70%, you know, but how about the owners? How about the assets we have? Have they brought in a striker for us? That's another area. I mean, who's doing the businesses at Arsenal? I hear better here and there. It's his first season here, but he should get with the program. Get with the program. Yeah, we can see. Please, no one should tell me that there's no quality out there. There is quality out there. The only thing is whoever wants this quality. Are you willing to spend the money to get the quality into your football club? Because I'm seeing Man City, yeah, they get Mamouche, they have Haaland. They brought in Cherokee, they oh, Amori. See, yeah, people, yeah. I don't need to do this madness, with you people. We all know, we can see with our eyes that these guys are serious in trying to push Liverpool to the title next season. We've seen it.
Good evening, everyone. Finnair flight AY61
We've
to
seen it.
Tokyo
We
Haneda is now
believe it.
ready for boarding at gate 48.
People, I'm very, very sorry.
Customers
You would
with gate
hear
numbers 1 and
lots of
2 heading
noise
aboard the aircraft. Please
here,
present your boarding pass and passport at
because
the
of
gate.
I'm
We
in a
wish you a
travel
pleasant
lounge,
flight.
so of course
Oikein
you're gonna
hyvää
hear
matkaa
noise.
kaikille.
But
Finnairin lento AY61
but this
Tokyo
is
Haneda
painful.
on nyt lähtövalmiina portilla
It's painful. We
48.
see other football
Pyytäisimme
clubs
nyt business-luokan matkustajia sekä
ready,
priority-matkustajia ryhmänumeroilla 1 ja 2 siirtymään
equipping
huoneeseen.
themselves
Olkaa hyvä,
in
esittäkää
priority
matkustuskorttinne sekä
areas.
passinne lähtöportilla. Toivotamme teille oikein
In
mukavaa
priority
matkaa.
areas. Why is it that Arsenal Football Club, we have a big problem in just doing what is right? And these guys are not just equipping their first 11 with generals and marshals who are ready to die for the football club, but they're also equipping the bench. We all know in the history of the Premier League, yeah, you don't just win with your first 11. Your bench has to be on point. They're dialed in. Arsenal isn't dialed in with our first 11. Arsenal isn't dialed in with our bench. Our bench is moribund at best. So this is a bigger problem that we have to also investigate. That question, is Arsenal serious about Victor Gyokeres? William Holmes says, if we had a clinical finisher and a left winger like Rodrigo or Lookman, you'd see big difference. But we're doing nothing. Exactly. And again, Williams, yeah, the main issue here, it's not that the market is saturated with moderate players. No, there are players who you could literally bring into this football club and they will hit the ground running like immediately. You don't need to think that they would literally like just waste time in acclimatizing into what the Premiership really entails them to do, the ethos of the Premier League. They would just
We
hit the
now
ground
invite
running.
customers to board the aircraft on Finnair flight to Tokyo Haneda at
And
gate
those are the
48.
players you've just talked about.
Pyytäisimme nyt kaikkia matkustajia siirtymään
Rodrigo.
koneeseen Finnairille.
I would prefer Eze because he helps us out in multi-dimensional roles, because to be very sincere with you, Martin Odegaard, I'm not even sure. See, people, we're not even talking of other priority areas. Martin Odegaard had a stinker last season, and no one is completely even talking about maybe a like-for-like replacement for Martin Odegaard in that number 10 slot. He was absolutely dreadful last season. No one is talking about that. We need like-for-like replacement for Martin Odegaard because he completely stank the place last season. We're not even talking about that. We're just even talking about the obvious thing we need, which is a striker, a number nine, a goal poacher, a predator in front of goal, someone who would just, just sit down there in the final third and just latch onto any ball and get into the net. That's what we're looking for, and that's what our rivals all have. Look at Salah. Salah, bro, see people, yeah. Salah gives you 50 to 60 goals in a season. Who needs a striker? Salah gives you 50 to 60 goals. What else do you want? What else do you want if you're Liverpool? But you know what? Yeah, they didn't just rest on their laurels. They actually compounded the problems of rival teams by equipping their team, by bringing in Gyokeres. Yeah, by bringing in Gyokeres, by bringing in one of the, in fact, for me, the best attacking midfielder in the world right now, whether we like it or not, in red from Bayer Leverkusen for big money. And these are people that just won the Premier League. Yeah, and they're spending money, and they're doing deals. And they're selling players. See, people, see, people. There's a misconception here. There's a big, big, big problem. Liverpool are doing business on both sides. They are not just thinking of bringing in players, they are also doing big business in selling players. Look at Trent. Left for, he left, yeah. Quante. Quante left for about 40 million. People, are you seeing it? Quante left for about 40 million. But Arsenal can't even do business in terms of selling a player like Zinchenko, who's still in this football club. It's painful. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts me big time that we cannot sell Zinchenko. What is Zinchenko still doing in this football club? People, have you asked yourself that question? Because if you sell, people, you can't tell me that if you sell a Zinchenko right now, you can tell me if you sell Akivio. We have all these clowns and jesters, yeah, all in our team, doing nothing, absolutely nothing, yeah, and we can't sell them to raise money to go bring in a Victor Gyokeres, because if you're doing sales, yeah, you get your finances in order, you get your administration in order, and you can be able to have that big push in terms of a financial push and the financial muscle to actually go and be ballistic when you spend it in the transfer window. But right now, we're just seeing an Arsenal team that isn't having any outgoings of any financial advantage. Thomas Partey has left the football club. We didn't renew his contract. He left for a free. We gained nothing. One of the best midfielders in the league left Arsenal Football Club for free. I'll just leave that out there for you guys. Let's allow that simmer. Take the time. Allow that simmer. Just, just allow it soak in. Soak it all in. Thomas Partey left the football club without Arsenal getting a nickel out of presumably one of the best midfielders in the league. People, let that sink in. Just breathe. Just take a breather. Take that in. One of the best midfielders left our football club without Arsenal getting a nickel. And just last season, this player was linked to a £40 million move to Saudi Arabia. All I'm just saying is that if we did do that business, yeah, with Saudi Arabia last season, you knew he was going. You get 40 million in your coffers, you sell him, you bring in someone temporary, but of high quality, and then you wait for Zubimendi to come the next season. That's how real serious football clubs, yeah, do businesses effectively with a sustainable eye for the future. But Arsenal keeps on breaking our hearts. I mean, let's see what Mr. Holmes says here. He says, if we had a clinical finisher, yeah, okay, I've read that comment. I've read that comment. Boxer says, we need Tony striker position is top one to look into. They always keeps us in suspense, man. I'm no longer confident of who they bring in till we see. If not, everything. Boxer Shaku, I mean, I share your pain. To be very sincere with you, I share your pain. I share your emotions. I share all these things because these guys, I mean, Jesus Christ, these guys are they're clowns. We have clowns running our football club. These guys are jesters, they're busters. Because but in a priority area, in a priority area, in a priority area, these guys can do the simple things to help us win a trophy. While Arsenal fans are out here starving for a trophy. These guys are out here doing the madness. They can't negotiate a sweet deal for Gyokeres, one of the most sought after strikers and predators in European football till date. This guy's a grim reaper. I mean, if you think about the mythology of vampires, the mythology of vampires, Victor Gyokeres is the Dracula in the striking position in European football. Victor Gyokeres is Dracula. He's the Grim Reaper. He's the one to get you goals. If you need 40, 45 goals in a season, Victor Gyokeres is going to assure that for you. So why is Arsenal passing off the chance of getting the Grim Reaper into the fold, into Arsenal Football Club? Why do we have to suffer? Why is this football club treating us in this way? Why are we being why are we being kind of like being abused, yeah, traumatized? Most Arsenal fans, were traumatized by what is going on today. And again, they're deliberately doing these things here. Arsenal would push into the news that Gyokeres, they're talking with Gyokeres. They will push into the news that they're talking with Sesko. These guys are everywhere. The next one we hear in Etiquette, bro. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry is being linked with Arsenal Football Club, and it gets to me because I know that the football club is doing this deliberately to play with our heads, to traumatize us, to endanger us. See, Arsenal football fans are endangered species. I said it. We are endangered species. You know why? Because these guys are playing with our emotions. Emotionally, they're playing with us. They're traumatizing us. They're making us look like clowns out here. We're out here latching onto any news to kind of like satisfy any momentarily, we just need that high just to get that momentary closure. Yeah, that's what Arsenal fans do right now, because we have to just accept any news we get down, out there, just to satisfy. It's a copium for us. It's opium to to our heads when we hear that we're actually being linked with Gyokeres. I mean, it softens the blow just a little bit. But will they do the deal? The answer is no, because we have a stubborn manager who doesn't love this football club. who hates this, who literally hates this football club. He hates us. Because if you like this football club, why don't you want to go out there and seal the deal for the Grim Reaper, for the Predator in European football? Is this guy drunk? People, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Arsenal is not serious about doing business. Okay, where are the outgoings? I expect Bayern has come knocking on the door for Gabriel Martinelli. Why haven't we dished him out? Why haven't we dished him out to fund the move for the Gyokeres transfer? If money is the problem, because see, people, yeah, I'm not even really buying all this talks here, talks there. What I think is that Arsenal is looking for a cheap option, people. We are looking for freebies, cheap option, 15 million, 12 million pounds. That's what we're looking for. They're looking to shop in Tesco. That's what these guys want to do while our football dies. I mean, it's pitiful at this point. It's damaging at this point, you know, and I pity Arsenal fans, who have to keep watching all this transfer news and watching other football clubs do effective business while we're out here just 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 depressed and starving for for quality players. And see, we don't even need. We're at that point where we don't just need signings. I mean, people. Let's get this correctly. We are at that point where we don't just need signings, people. We are at that point where we need quality, world class players. That's what we need. That's exactly what we need. We can't be out here in the streets here shopping in Tesco for half baked players. We can't be out here going to throw a bid for Noni Maduike. I mean, are these guys dumb? Are these guys dumb? How would you go back to Chelsea to negotiate a deal after they've ripped us apart in the market? I mean, let's hear what you guys say in the charts. Everything remains a rumor, man. Yeah, exactly. See, bro, even Romano, he knows nothing. David Arthur, all these guys, they don't know anything because it's by this. Oh my God, the assembled. I miss the assembled. If it's here, that's what. This is by design. That's what the assembled would always say. My brother, the assembled. It is by design. They've designed it that way to keep the fans wanting more, to keep us wanting. I mean, this is done by design, purposely to hurt us, purposely to annoy us, purposely to keep us hoping and praying. That's why the shirt sales, keep going high. That's why the tickets are being sold. That's why the merchandise gets finished even before they're being released. We can't fund quickly a Victor Gyokeres transfer to Arsenal. Why? One of the most dangerous strikers in the world. And we can do nothing. Oh my days. People, this is bad. This is bad. It's not good enough. Boxley Shaka says everything remains a rumor, man. Yeah. There's a lot of quality out there. I believe that he says say that again, bro. Yeah, of course, man. There's a lot of quality down there. Bro, lots of quality. And even these other players that are in football clubs here, if you tempt them enough, they would leave that football club and they will come. Players like Bacola, Dway, if you go down there and give them a promise of a good project and money, bump their prices up in terms of wages, They will come. But Arsenal don't see these things. The only thing we see is freebies, cheap players. I mean, all we're looking for is haggling and cheap, cheap players. Players like not Norgard. Guys, I'm not taking anything away from the former captain of Brentford. I think is a decent player, but Thomas Partey is levels above him. To be very sincere with you, I won't want to just knock him off totally, but I mean, this is the position that Arsenal have put us in. They make us bitter. I'm bitter. Yeah, I'm bitter. That's what it is. I'm bitter. Guys, I have to, get to check my flight. But see, man, this is not good enough. Arsenal is, I mean, they're toiling with us now, and I mean, they're just, they're playing, they're toiling with us, they're toiling, they're playing. You know, they're looking at us and they're having a good laugh. They're just laughing. They're just making fun of us. But again, yeah, is this the position we should be at, Arsenal fans? Do you think Arsenal is ready to get a striker? I doubt it. I doubt it. We are not ready to bring in a striker. We are not ready. If we are ready, we are not ready. We are not ready for it. Okay. Yeah, I have to go back and check for my gate. I'm in the airport, so I have to be extremely careful so that I don't I don't lose my flight. But Martinelli, another report. Yeah, Martinelli. I heard that this Bayern links, yeah, with Gabriel Martinelli, it's serious, and I'm asking myself the question: why isn't Arsenal doing everything to get every kind of nickel, any kind of nickel that they could get from Gabriel Martinelli's transfer out of this football club? I mean, it's not worth it keeping a half-baked player, a finished player, someone who can take defenses, someone who can score goals, someone who can't assist, someone who literally can't improve under this manager. Like, what is the motivation in keeping someone like Gabriel Martinelli in this football club? It absolutely makes no sense. Why should he be here? Why should Gabriel Martinelli be here? I mean, it absolutely makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense why we should keep that guy here. Okay, I could hear you if you talk about us getting someone like Eze and keep him on the bench and bring him on, something like that. I hear you. But again, Arsenal haggling in the transfer window. We can't seem to get anything going on for us. And that's a big problem. We can't seem to get anything working for us. That's even a bigger issue. Nothing is working. The last time when we were talking about Eze, we heard that Arsenal offered him